There's a plethora of reasons as to why Nevuah stopped in the times of the destruction of the Second Temple. Could it be, for example, as the Medrash presents in Pesikta Rabasi, Lamed Hey, that the Yidden didn't return back to Eretz Yisrael, and this is as well seen in Gemara Yuma Daf Tet Amud Beis, or as we know from the Radak on Chagai, Perek Beis, Pasuk Hey, that there was tremendous wickedness found within Am Yisrael. Or Yechezkel, chapters 8 to 10, we know that there was a tremendous amount of Avodah Zarah that was going on within Am Yisrael. And as we know, the Gemara tells us in 69b as well as Sanhedrin 64a, there's a parallel between Avodah Zarah and prophecy. There's a very interesting idea laid forth by the Rambam, and I'd like to suggest this because I think it's relevant to us. The Rambam writes in Mer Nevuchim, part 2, Lamed Vav, that when the Yidden witnessed the destruction of the Beis HaMikdash, they were plundered into a state of depression. They fell into a state of depression. And it was in fact this state of depression that was the catalyst to close the gates of prophecy, because we know, based on the Gemara of Shabbos and many other places, that Nevuah can envelop a person for many reasons. And one primary reason is being besimcha. Being besimcha. So the Rambam tells us very, very clearly his understanding of why Nevuah ceased is because we fell into a state of depression. What's very fascinating is if we look at the beginning of Shara Kavanos, that Arizal classically tells us, beautifully tells us, that we have to enter Tefillah besimcha. We have to enter Tefillah b'simcha. So we see a correlation, at least based on the Rambam, to the Arizal and connecting it to Tefillah. That our state, as we enter Tefillah, makes a difference to our davening and to what our davening can become. And what I can suggest is that part of the avodah of Tefillah is having the ability to induce states. As the Piasetzin tells us, based on the teachings of the Baal Shem Tov, that the Yesod of Chassidus, the Yesod really of Avodas Hashem, is learning how to induce states. And what Be'ezras Hashem will go into is the recognition that Tefillah is a practicing of learning how to induce states. And through this and from this, the hope is we'll be able to open up many wondrous and wonderful states, connecting us in incredibly deep ways.